So how do we deal with these things in these circumstances of posing and the strongholds that we have in our lives? You know, people have said, and that, you know, it's not biblical, the idea of God helps those who help themselves. That's so unbiblical. That is not what the Bible says at all. I am not capable of helping myself. I need God. I need God. Now stick with me. I don't agree with this attitude, and we used to teach this in leadership training. People say, let go and let God. Let go and let God. Well, honestly, then why did God give the Great Commission? Go ye, therefore. God doesn't reap the harvest. When Jesus was talking about the harvest, he said, pray the Lord of the harvest that he will send workers into the field. Go ye therefore. It isn't about just sitting back and saying, let go and let God, because that won't bring down the strongholds. It isn't that God helps those who help themselves, but God helps those who take an attitude of putting themselves into submission to him. That's how we walk in the Spirit and not in the flesh. I come to the place that my ultimate desire is to be Christ-like. Everything inside of me is crying out, God, I want to be like you. I want to act like you. I want to see like you. I want to do things like you. And that's when our grieving comes over these strongholds that have a grip in our lives, and we begin to quit posing in front of people and trying to convince them of how righteous we are. I put on my three-piece suit. I don't have a three-piece suit. I have a two-piece suit. But I put on my suit, and I put on my tie, and I put on all of these outward effects, and I go into church, and I act holy, knowing that there's the struggle with the strongholds inside. And again, it has amazed me how many people have begun to send to us and say, Mike, I go through this. I'm battling with this. And it's, again, different manifestations. But it's the same issue. I talked a while back in this discussion. God is not as concerned about the sins that we commit as he is about the motivation that is causing us to commit those sins. And the motivation is what causes the strongholds to take effect in our lives. Thank you for watching. Be sure to stay tuned. We'll continue on.